Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tesla weekly video for today. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. And it's the first Tesla weekly video that we are above 60,000 subscribers. So thank you very much to everyone that has been subscribing, especially this year. It has been an incredible year, but the year is not over. So we can go even higher and higher. The goal, of course, in 2025 is going to be to reach that 100,000 mark. So again, thank you very much for all the support. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of the members, which will pop up on the screen right now. Everybody that has been super thanking me, super messaging, all of that. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do it. So really, it means a lot. If you want to support me even further, check out all the links down in the description and in the pinned comment with the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. So in this video, I want to touch on the usual stuff that we do in the Tesla weekly videos. Numbers out of China, out of Europe, and then some news related to the company. It's been a quiet week, so I want to focus a little bit more on 2025, plus a comment from Brad Gerstner that has sold his stake in Uber and put it in Tesla. Have a listen.
Dara has been an incredible CEO at Uber. He's dramatically increased the free cash flow. He's increased the competitive position of that company. They're the dominant leader now in global mobility. We love the company and it's inexpensive. However, leading up to the election, right, we had been taking down our position size and we've been rotating into Tesla. Why? Because I said before, we had a ChatGPT moment around full self-driving in 2024. I think the year of 2025 is going to be about robotaxi. We were present at the robotaxi day. We were impressed by the robotaxi. And so for Uber, they have to get past this moment.
Now, for him to do that is a bit strange because he still feels that Uber is a great company, great leadership, and trades at a cheap price. We're going to touch on Uber probably in the next coming days. On X, I did make a post a couple of days ago saying that 12 months from now, Uber is going to be above $100. You can bookmark that post. A lot of people think that it's over for Uber because robotaxis are here. Well, first of all, robotaxis are not fully here. They are here in certain spots in the United States where you have Waymo, where you have Cruise, right? But then, of course, the big player will be Tesla when you're able to order a Tesla through the Tesla app, when people can finally go from supervised FSD to unsupervised FSD. When will that happen? Well, Elon said that somewhere in 2025, we will start to see some of that happening. Now, the robotaxi, the one that we've seen in the robotaxi event, will only start production in 2026. So I don't know, maybe he misspoke or maybe he was thinking about something else when he did that interview, Brad, when talking about, 2025 is about robotaxis. I don't think so. I think that's way too early 2025 to be talking about Tesla robotaxi or at least an impact of robotaxi on the business. Now, bear in mind, Tesla is my number one position. So if 2025 is the year of the robotaxi, then great. But realistically speaking, I just don't see it happening. We will probably see Tesla unsupervised in some spots, but I don't think we're going to see a wide release of unsupervised FSD and definitely not a robotaxi network just yet. To switch back to the Uber part, I think Uber will still be a great platform where you will have distribution, where you will have different players all around the world offering robotaxis to the masses. But that's a discussion for another video. In this one, we'll focus back on Tesla. So let's start with the numbers out of China. But actually, before doing so, just a quick reminder of what Tesla stock is like right now. Tesla has a market cap of over $1.1 trillion, has a forward PE of 115.7 times. So of course, super high, untouchable. Okay, fine. But if you believe in the future of Tesla, FSD, wide release, robotaxi network, 20 to 30% volume growth next year, energy continues to grow, margins should grow as well, plus the robot. But the robot, to be honest, I think people are just way too excited because of the Kim Kardashian pictures that came out. I think the robot will have an impact on Tesla, but definitely not in 2025. I don't even think it will have such a big impact in 2026. But further down this decade, yes, I think it will. So, okay, currently maybe yes you are paying, and not maybe, I'm pretty sure you're paying a big premium on this stock, but if you're doing so, then you probably believe that these year-over-year growth rates are quite conservative. And by the way, if you look at the average analyst price target, that sits 34% lower than the price we're at right now. All right, so the Tesla weekly insurance number, which by the way, if you're a member of this channel, you get these numbers already on Monday or on Tuesday, but for everyone, you will get it throughout the weekend, so today. The number came in at 17,100, so continuing on the strong week that we've seen in the last 2 weeks. Now, quarter over quarter, it's basically flat-ish right now. Year to date, we are still up 7.4%. China doing quite well for Tesla. As for the model mix, we've had 9,900 Model Ys and 7,190 Model 3s. And in the last couple of weeks, you can see that Model 3 has gained some traction. Looking again at the split here of Model 2, Xiaomi SU7 and the much cheaper Xpeng model, another great week for the Tesla Model 3. Switching to certain European countries, if you don't know which one, well, it's basically always the same one. So UK, Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, Czech Republic, and Iceland. The number came in at 3,600. We're up 31.6% week over week. Quarter over quarter, as of now, we're up 33.2%. And year-to-date sales currently are up 9.9%. So yes, in these certain countries, we are doing quite well in Europe. But of course, as we know, in the bigger ones, Germany, France, not so much. Now, overall, we're at 14.8% BEV adoption year-to-date compared to 15.2% last year. Now here we can see the BEV share in Europe from January to October, thanks to Piloli again. We can see that Germany, one of the biggest markets for Tesla in Europe, is down 26% year over year. Belgium, where I'm from, big increase here, 48% year over year. Then Denmark, the most here at 49%. So we can clearly see that in certain countries, we see a nice increase year over year, even a big one. And then in certain others, a big decrease year over year as well. Looking at European car sales with BEV share from January to October, big markets, Germany, UK, France, and well, the UK is close to overtaking Germany for that number one spot when it comes to BEV. So yeah, Germany really falling behind. Some small news here with regards to the energy side of things. So Tesla has secured a new $180 million Megapack contract with EDP Renewables to provide battery energy storage for Arizona's grid. So the energy side of the business still continue to grow quite nicely. Lastly here, and that's with regards to, well, the reason why we've seen a big move in Tesla stock since the election, around 45% or so, and probably also the reason why Brad sold Uber for Tesla stock, that's because of this. Tesla gains on report Trump's team planning federal self-driving vehicle regulations. Bloomberg News reported that President-elect Donald Trump's transition team was planning to set up federal regulations for autonomous vehicles. The report comes days after Trump named the automaker's CEO Elon Musk as a co-head of the incoming administration's Government Efficiency Department, or the DOGE program. Trump's team is looking for policy leaders for the Transport Department to develop a federal regulatory framework, the report said, citing people familiar with the matter. Basically, turning this from a state-to-state issue to a federal one. Because if it's state-to-state, then of course, getting these things approved is going to take quite a long time. To be honest, and if you want to be the leader in the world of autonomous driving and all of that, then of course you'll have to do something about it. Of course, which is great for Tesla, because anything that could bring robotaxis sooner is bullish for the company, or well, bullish for the company. They still have to make the robotaxis, which they said it's going to happen in 2026. But in 2025, everybody that has FSD, if of course it is safe enough, you can then suddenly switch from FSD supervised to FSD unsupervised in plenty of states. And that could be a ChatGPT moment for the company. Now, I also talked about the 1000 or 100x improvement and stuff like that. Again, we did not get the miles per intervention data that we want, right? If it's really 100 or 1,000 time improvement, then we should be seeing that in the data. Yet, from what I know, I've never seen these types of improvements. Maybe you have. If you do, send it on X or write it in the comment section below. But yeah, so far, what we really have is Waymo. Of course, a lot of people will say, and I agree, yes, it might not be as scalable as Tesla as of right now. But I think you should not underestimate Waymo and the cash pile that lies behind it, which is, of course, coming from Google. And to be honest, their cars without a driver in the driver's seat exist today. So for people that are saying, oh, full self-driving cars don't exist. No, they exist, and you can actually order them today already. Now, FSD, I've been in one personally. It took me from the restaurant to the hotel with zero intervention. Of course, that's just one example. I'm sure if you have tried it out, there are still quite a lot of issues. But to get to the point where it gets wide released to the public, unsupervised, when you don't have to sit in the driver's seat, I think that's still going to take a long time. And of course, first we're going to start in the United States, and then pending regulatory approval, China and Europe. I'd be very surprised if Europe does approve this in the next year or so. But you never know. You never know. Now, coming back to reality a little bit. Robotaxis is great. That basically is the ChatGPT moment for Tesla whenever that will happen. But in the meantime, we still have so many other things that are going on at Tesla, right? We should have new and affordable models in 2025. Now, the affordable part of it, I still don't know what that means. Is it a $30,000 car? Is it a $35,000? What is it? Because $25,000 car, we know is not going to happen. If you have a listen to the latest earnings call, I don't think $25,000 is going to happen. And then if they remove the federal tax credit, well, what's going to happen then? Because the whole thing here to reach that huge number of Tesla cars on the road is because you're going to make an affordable model. So did we completely forget about the affordable model, really affordable one, and focus fully on that 2026 no steering wheel pedal one? Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, new models, new and affordable models in 2025. Revenue side of the business continues to grow. Margins there are insane, so that's great. Cybertruck continues to ramp up, more profitable as well, so that's great. Volume growth 20 to 30% in 2025. If that happens, okay, great as well, because we need that volume growth for the valuation to make sense in the short term, right? In the short term. Then at the end of 2025, we've got the Tesla Semi, which in my opinion, I am more excited about than anything else because that's going to disrupt a worldwide industry, and you don't really have to have the same headaches as the robots or FSD because, well, it's a semi-truck. Semi-trucks already exist, so it's basically switching one for the other. But this one is going to help so many people as well. And I mean, the business there is going to be insane. But again, that's just 12 months ahead. So you see, there are plenty of other things happening in 2025. Oh, by the way, you know that compensation package for Elon Musk, still not 100% done, right? We're still waiting for the final judge approval or whatnot. So that's also something to keep an eye on. Elon maybe or maybe not buying MSNBC, CNN or whatnot is maybe also on the table. You never know. Is he going to sell shares? Is he not going to sell shares? We don't know. But just so we're clear, there's still a lot going on with regards to Tesla. It's not just about robotaxis. Yes, robotaxis will probably be the future and robots as well. But for the next 12 months and maybe even more, maybe 24 months, there's still a lot of other things happening inside the company that will move the stock, or at least will make this company more and more profitable. Quickly looking at the charts right now, on the weekly, we are now overbought. After that big run up since the election, we are now overbought at $352.5. The whole market is quite extended, to be honest. Of course, there are plenty of companies out there that have seen their stock come down because of the election, because of some other stuff. We've recently talked about Transmedics. If you missed that video, that will be in the top right corner. But with regards to Tesla, I mean, it's one of those companies where right now, yes, there is a lot of future growth baked in, a lot of future expectations baked in. If someone will tell me that, oh, currently Tesla at $1.1 trillion, nothing from what I've said in the next 12 months is baked in, is lying. Let's be honest, right? Because Tesla today, from the numbers we've seen last quarter, is, let's be honest, not really worth $1.1 trillion, right? But the Tesla of tomorrow, of the next couple of years, yeah, probably, right? Probably. But there is a lot of that already baked in the stock. Otherwise, why would it have gone up, right? Could have stayed at $250, $260 or so. But no, it went up based on the anticipation that XYZ will happen in 2025. So you cannot say, yeah, but if it happens in 2025, it has to go higher. No, it's already higher because we think it's going to go up. That's why when we go into earnings report and the stock goes down, even if the report is good, it's because it's priced to perfection. I'm not saying Tesla is priced to perfection, but it's priced to a certain degree of success in 2025. So yeah, open to a discussion in the comment section as always. If you enjoy this type of videos, like, subscribe to all of that, and I'll see you all in the next one.